Hello, welcome. How are you doing today? Good to have you. If you're joining me live, say hi in the comment and let me know where you're joining in from. Um, my name is Tosin John from T Angel Business School, where we help business owners, entrepreneurs, and people who actually want to start their business. We help them to know and to clarify what their business goals are, what their business desires are, what their business propositions are. So basically, we help you to unleash your purpose, your passion, in order for you to be able to channel it to create a business of life and purpose. The reason why this has become a passion of mine, because I do see a lot of people that want to actually do business, and I do see a lot of people that have started their side business, they started as a side also, they're also into their 9 to 5, but they find that they keep, dipping in and out because they can't find the time to actually give to their passion. They can't find the time to give to this deeper purpose that they have within them. And it is my desire, because myself and my husband, when we started out, we had to take the leap of faith. And we've been able to actually, continue successfully in running our own business now for many years, businesses, would I say, for many years now. And it will be my greater desire to see people actually desiring to start up their business, desiring to actually walk in their purpose, also do this, where they can finally leave the job they are in that is not giving them pleasure, leave the job they are in that is not giving them, any passion that they are not passionate about, and for them to, launch out and become who they really want to be, running their own business successfully. So if you're just starting out, or you've been in business for a while, but you find that you're at this point in your life where you keep dipping in and out in your business, you find success today, you find traction today, and then after a few months you lose motivation, you don't know what to do, you don't know what steps you need to consistently take in order for you to build the business that you love. T Angel Business School, this is where we help you to clarify those things that you need to be working on, the step-by-step plan that you need for you to create the business of purpose and life that you want. All right. And today we're going into the monthly goal setting and planning session. This is a session I've actually set aside to do on a monthly basis, where we come together in order for us to plan our month, hold each other accountable to those things that we said or we set as we're setting up today, that we set for ourselves that we want to achieve for the month of September, and for us to be able to know that we are working in our purpose to fulfill it. If you just give me 1 second, I'll just want to make sure that we can see me. I just want to make sure that I can also hear myself, because sometimes you're live, but no one can actually see anything happening. Okay. All right. So that is working fine. That is good to know. All right. If you're joining me live, please put your name in the comment. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know what sort of business you're running, or what sort of business you would like to run if you're not running your business yet. And if you're catching this on a replay, I also want to keep track of who actually is coming to my page. So if you can just help me by putting #replay whenever you watch this live monthly goal setting session, that will really be of help to me. Thank you. All right, thank you. Okay, without much further ado, I want to quickly share my screen, because we're going through a lot of things today that we need to take care of to make sure that we plan our goals successfully. Okay, so all right, let me know if you can see these slides. Just say hi in the comment for me. Let me know that you can actually see my slide. So today is all about the September goal planning, and we're going to actually start with what is a goal. Why do we need to have a goal? What's the purpose of this session? One thing I want us to know is that for anyone that wants to do anything in life, for anyone that wants to go anywhere, you need to have, first of all, a desire. You need to have a goal as to how you're going to achieve that aim or that desire. And therefore, the purpose of this session is for us to be able to have the direction that we need to move from point A to point B. If your goal or your desire or your dream or your vision for this month of September is actually to, start to build your website, you need to have something in place that's going to push you, that's going to give you the steps you need to get that goal accomplished. That is the purpose of this session. And what we plan to do is to make sure that we break those goals down, as I'm going to discuss further. So why do we need to set these goals? Like I said, it will help to give you the clarity that you need. You need the confidence to make sure that you're moving in the right direction. Hence why you need, hence why this session has been set up. Because sometimes it's very easy for us to get all wrapped up with the day-to-day things that we do. But once we know that we have a time to come together to plan for the month, we use the same time to review the past month, it will help us to know that we are moving in the right direction, and we have things outlined that will help us to stay on track. All right, one mic quickly, because every time I come for this Facebook Live, I always make the assumption that everybody coming to my page knows who I am. Or knows who I am. My name is Tosin John, and I'm a business strategist, a business coach, and a consultant and a mentor. I help people who actually want to step out into their purpose, people that want to unleash their purpose, individuals and business owners who want to gain clarity and focus on what their business mission is, and for them to be able to take the appropriate steps to be able to accomplish that business desire. This is where I come in to give you the step-by-step that you need. And I'm a mom and I'm a wife. I'm everything. I'm the cook, the chef, the cleaner. I'm all in all. Not that I'm a superwoman, but I'll try to do my little bit. All right. This is my family. So today, what we'll be doing today. Hi, let me know who's joining in the comment. Just say hi for me. Let me know where you're joining in from. Thank you. It's good to have you. Thank you for joining. All right, so what we are going to do today is want to reflect on the past month of August. How has the month been for us? We're going to be able to look at what particular goal we want to bring to life in the month of September. We're rounding down to this 2020, which hasn't really been a good year for a lot of people. And one thing that is how we take control of our lives, how we take control of the days. That is within our capability as God gives us life. So we're going to find out what goals we want to achieve for the month of September. We're going to break it down into manageable tasks. We're going to schedule them into our calendar, and we're going to find the days that we need to be working on this. We set the time that we will be working on it, and we'll be able to also outline the days, which happens to be the last day. I also assign myself the time for us to track and to review what the month has been so far, and to see if we are actually going in alignment with the things that we set for ourselves. And finally, we should be able to find out what are the things that hindered us from getting to where we wanted to be, and how we can eliminate those excuses from our life so that next month they will not be able to hinder or to stop us from achieving our goals. So the first step of what we are going to work on today is that we need to reflect. Today, I want it to be a very interactive session because it's all about goal planning. It's all about goal setting. And it's very easy for us to, we can work together. We can deliberate about it. We can, talk about it, see where you might need help. So if you put in the comment for me, what big goal you are looking to achieve in this month of September, what would you think that when you have or when you achieve at the end of this month, that you can feel so proud of yourself that you've actually been able to attain? So first of all, we're going to reflect back on the month of August. What did we set out to do? What were we able to do? What were the things we weren't able to do? We need to find out how the month, because if we're not looking back to see how to plan ourselves forward, we're going to keep falling at the point where we fell and we could not achieve those goals in the past month. Hence why it is very, very essential for us to take a look back and reflect on what did we do? Were there certain tasks that really helped us to achieve the goals for the month of August? Because when you know what works, then you can multiply on those things and you can use them for the next set of goals that you're going to plan for this month of September. So what big things were you able to achieve? What were the things that you weren't able to achieve, and what really helped you to achieve them? So we're going to now take time out after this session, take time out to do a review of all the things that you were able to achieve. Because sometimes when you don't pause to actually appreciate and have gratitude for where you have, how far you've come, you will not be able to appreciate that you're actually moving your business forward. Because what you tend to see is like, oh, I've got so many things I need to do, but you're not taking a step back to see that you've actually gone, further ahead than you thought you had. So once you know what is holding you back and what is helping you move forward, it will help you to actually plan for how to move the needle in your business. And number two, what we're going to also look at whilst you're planning for this month of September is for us to brainstorm. We need to think through what are the things that you want to achieve for this month. September is almost around the corner. The year is coming, gradually to an end. What great things did you set out from the beginning of the year that you promised yourself that come rain, shine, or whatsoever, you will get done? It's almost the end of the year. This is your wake-up call for you to find out. Write those things down. The word of the Lord said, write the vision and make it plain, that he may run that reads it. So your idea could be that you want to add 10 new customers to your business. You want to sell more of your items. You need to be specific. Your goals has to be specific. So you could say you need to sell 20 more of a particular set of items by so date. That is what it means for us to be specific. So you could be that maybe you have a store and you will prefer to now move your store online. It's a goal. Write it down, just everything that you want for the month of September that within your capability, within the time frame, and within your schedule, you are able to achieve just in that month. This is the time for us to write it down. And if you haven't started your business, this is the time maybe for you to start looking into researching, finding out from people that are already running their business, what has been their challenges, what has been what has been the things that has really helped them to be where they are at, in order for you to plan for what you want to do for yourself. And now the step 3 is that we need to get intentional about those goals. Mark Twain says, the secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking down your complex, overwhelming task into small, manageable tasks, and then starting on the first one. The reason why a lot of people fall short of the goals that they are actually able to accomplish is the fact that they are looking at the bigger picture. They're looking at the bigger goal. But what makes it easy for you to actually achieve it? Because if I just look at my goal, I want to say build my website, for instance. I've decided I want to build it myself. And all I'm thinking about, oh my God, I need to build my website. I need to build my website. And I'm not looking at the smaller tasks that I can actually tick off. So you need to break your goals down to something checkable. It needs to become a list that you can actually check off, you can tick off as you go along. It makes it less overwhelming, because if I'm just looking at the fact that I want to build a website, it's a big overwhelming task. But if I look at the fact that, one, I need to buy my domain, that is checkable. I can go and do that, and it's off my list. I can say, okay, what are the tabs? What are the menus I want to have on that website? I can decide and just write it down in a piece of paper in 1 minute. I can check it off. It's off of my list. So therefore, this is why it is very, very essential for us to get Intentional. Thank you for joining in. Hello, just say hi in the comment. Let me know where you're joining in from, what sort of business you're running, or why you want to achieve your goal for this month of September. Let's discuss. Let's work together. All right. So, what you want to do is to make sure that you are very clear about what that goal is. Okay. And now, once you know what the goal is, we don't want to be overwhelmed with looking at that big goal. Now, what we want to do is to break it down into small, manageable tasks. Okay. So, now what you want to do is to say, I want to build my website. These are the things I want to focus on for this month of September. Maybe you write about 10 lists, you've broken it down, and it is easier for you to just walk through that list. Okay. Now, what we are going to do is to create, this is a framework I've developed for myself, is to create a blueprint of what is required to bring each goal to life. So what is the big goal you want to achieve? This is where we are breaking it down. You want to sell a particular item. Maybe you want to sell 20 football trainers, all right, for this month of September. How are you going to achieve this? You need to think to yourself, in times past, I've been able to sell this by offering a 10% discount, offering free delivery. I've been able to create a sale, say you do a 5 day sale, 5% off, buy one, get one free, buy one, that sort of thing. So you look at what has worked for you in the past to achieve the sales that you actually targeted. And now what you want to do is to create another blueprint of how you're going to reach that target. Say another instance is you wanted to create your website, because I'm just going to use that for today, just for reference purpose. All right, you want to create your website. Like I said, I need to write the menu. I need to write the buying the domain, choosing the name, setting it up, who is going to be the host. I need to, sign up for the host, the website host. Once I make that list, it's very easy for me to run with it, as opposed to just telling myself, oh my God, I need to build my website. I need to build my website. Now, this is the very, very crucial part of working on our goals. I keep repeating about mind mapping because it's something that has really worked for me and is still working. Hence why I keep, hello, thank you for joining in. It's good to have you. Let me know where you're joining from, and let me know what big goal you're looking to achieve this month of September. My aim is to hold everyone accountable. As long as you tell me what you plan to do, I will hold you accountable. So let me know in the comment, what is that big goal or task or anything you're looking to achieve, to say to yourself, by the end of September, once I can achieve this, I feel fulfilled. So let me know that in the comment, and I'll make sure to be on your back to make sure that you get that done. So the idea of a mind map is for us to have an overview, because what I've done recently and that I find has really helped me to move my goal planning and goal setting and goal achieving forward much better than before is the fact that I create this mind map. And what I do for everything I want to do, I always say I have 3 big tasks I want to achieve. And for each of these tasks I want to achieve, I would now create separate lists for each of them. And that way, sometimes I print it off, sometimes because I've done it in my notebook, it's very easy for me to work around it. And this is what a mind map looks like. This is how it's going to help you. So, for instance, if I say one of my tasks for this month of September is to create 4 YouTube videos, okay? First, I need to brainstorm the topics to make sure that the topics I'm going to talk about or give training on are the things that my tribe, they need from me. So I'm not just, throwing words out there and it's not hitting the people I wanted to get to. So I need to brainstorm the topics. Sorry about the spelling, there's a spelling mistake in that. So I'll brainstorm the topics. I'll create the outline. I'm going to write down for each particular topic, what are the points I want to discuss on, and write a few words about them. And the next thing is I need to pick the dates I want to record this. So it's a day that is free from any distraction. Is a day that I know that I'm in my good frame of mind and the ideas are flowing to me and I can flow easily on camera. I need to think of those days. I need to also find time and schedule days to edit the videos. And then I also need to find time to now upload onto the YouTube platform, and also set the dates to let it, release to the public. Because if I've done 4 videos, I've edited them, I have to schedule them. And I also need to make sure I'm sharing that on my social media pages so that people know I've released another video. So it's not just sitting down there and it's getting no attention, because then what was the point in the first place? So I need to pay attention to all of these things. And then maybe another thing I plan to also do in this month is, say I want to launch my online workshop, and I want to bring new eyeballs to the workshop. Maybe I probably have launched it before and I want to relaunch it. I need to sit down and think through everything that I need to do to make sure that, how do I get from point A to point Z to achieve this task? I need to write everything down. If I want to I want to update my website with new blog posts, and I've made it easy for myself. If I create 4 videos, for my 4 videos now, I create blog posts from them and I upload to my website, just to know that, I'm putting content out there. So I need to sit down to create this list, because if all I do is just to keep these things within my brain all the time about the bigger picture, which is the update website, I just have that as a big task, but I'm not thinking through the smaller task that will help me accomplish that goal. It's very easy to become overwhelmed and just forget about the task altogether. All right, now it's time for us. We have that list that I've already created. So everything on this list that we can see here, it becomes a task that I will now schedule into my calendar. Okay, now this is the time for me to decide the dates. Once I've already outlined all the things I need to do, now it's time for me to bring out my calendar. Some of us, we use our phone. Some of us, we use the normal paper calendar. Whichever works best for you is okay. You don't need to try to do something new or try to fit a certain pattern. All right, now it's time to see what day will be good for me, to pick a topic. What day will be good for me to sit down and write the scripts. What day is going to be good for me to do the video. I need to now plot all of these days into my calendar to make sure that we do it. So whatever task you are going to do as well, once you have the list, it's very easy to sit down and look at the days. Sometimes these things don't work according to how we want it, but when you have the plan already in place, even when things happen and throw you off, you know that you can always reschedule your time that you said you were going to do this. It's very easy to just reschedule and put it onto another day. But if you never had in the calendar, then it's very easy to actually forget that you intended to do a particular task on that day, because it was never said. There's a mentor of mine that used to say, if it's not scheduled, it's not real. If it's not scheduled, it's not real. That means it never happened, or it was never meant to happen in the first place. So even if you had disappointment, well, you never had anything planned towards it. All right, now that you already know, you also need to bear in mind, you do not just take your task and just begin to plot it anywhere in your calendar. You need to sit down and have a think through. This month, am I having any birthday, any parties? I know parties is almost like a non-existent thing right now. It's the COVID period. But do I have anything scheduled? If maybe my plan was to see, I want to do my video recording on a Sunday after church, but I do not know that my husband is planned for us to actually go for a family visit, but I've already scheduled, I've done everything for that particular day. It's definitely going to impact on my plan. Hence why you need to have a general overview of what your month is going to look like. If you're going to have any outings with the family, with the children, with your spouse, any date nights, anything whatsoever, you need to make sure you put it into your calendar so that when you're planning your own time, other people's time will not impact on your thing. Because once you know you've already accounted for the extracurricular activities that you need to do, like taking children for football, for ballet, for dance lesson, for the lot, you put all of those things in first. And then you know, okay, well, those are essentials unless they are not necessary, or you can skip them. And then now you need to now you put in your own time so that once you've already accounted for other things that are also like family life, like your work or your extra commitments, like your worker in church. So all of these things, it will really help you to see how you're moving things forward properly, because what you don't want is to set the day, set the time, and then you find that it's clashing with other things that are also important. Now, what I want us to remember is this, that you don't need to tackle everything all at once. Sometimes we bite more than we can chew. And what the impact this has on us is the fact that we tend to forget about our goals completely. So my own suggestion is to make sure that you limit the bigger tasks to maybe about 3 per week. The big ones, you limit it to 3 per week, and smaller tasks you can slot it in between. Because a lot of us, we get overwhelmed because we want to do everything all at once. We are humans. I also fall into this trap. Sometimes I get ideas, I get things that come to me, and I rush to write it down, and the next minute I've dropped everything I plan to do, and I'm rushing onto the new ideas that are coming to me. But we should just, what we just need to do is to find the time to write ideas on a separate, keep them for another time, work on the things that you actually plan to work on. Now, the next step for us is to track. Okay, now that we know what we need to do, we've planned, we schedule. So every week, we need to make sure that we are tracking, we are reviewing how far we've come. The reason why this is essential before the end of the month, so we need to make a date with destiny every week. It could be a Saturday, a Sunday, a Friday night, but it appropriately, tongue twister there. Appropriately, it should be towards the end of the week. And this date with destiny is your dedicated time. You dedicate a time each week. You set in your calendar, you dedicate this time to help you track your goal. Are you moving in the right direction? Have you been checking things off as you're going along? And when you do this at the end of the week, it will help you to see where you've come from. It will help you to see where you are. Anything that you haven't done so far for that week, you can easily move things around, so that if you leave it until the end of the month to do that review, you'll find that you've missed out on a lot of things that you should have done along the way. And the reason is because we do life. We just have to do life. Things will come that will throw you a curveball, and we cannot just drop everything and life is just going along. We need to make time for life. We need to make time for things that happen beyond our control. But if you are tracking and you are reviewing what is on your schedule, it's very easy for you, to quickly get back on track. All right, let me know in the comments if what particular goal that you're looking to achieve, like I said, and I will help you to hold you accountable. I'll remind you, I'll be nudging you to make sure that you're actually on track to meet that particular goal. And tracking your time will determine if you are going to be able to achieve your goals or not. So, because if you're not tracking your time, it's going to be very hard for you to know if you're moving in the right direction. What we want to do is to make sure that time is working for us, that we are working smart. We are not working hard, because trying to work hard, just make sure, I need to do these things before the next 5 days, burn out. burnout, burnout, burnout. Well, that's what we don't want. So what we want to do is to make sure that we take time out to plan. We've taken time out to outline. We've taken time out to schedule. And now we need to take time out to track and to review, where am I going? Am I going in the right direction? What is helping me to move forward? Are there any tasks I've already assigned for myself that I can actually assign to someone else? I don't need to do everything. Sometimes you just let money work for you. You can find someone, pay someone to actually do that task for you, and you can work on something else, that actually generate money for you, and you can allow people do the basic things that you don't need to be doing all the time. So you need to make sure that you are spending your time on things that actually will help you to move the needle. So we're still on the final stage, which is reviewing and course correcting our goal. So like I said, if you know that you've already done everything appropriately from the beginning of reviewing what worked for you in the last month, what is working for you, you've found a way to incorporate habits and schedule into your life, into your routine, and you know that something is working for you, what you want to do is to keep those things and to help you double down on those things. So now you are able to identify those things that are helping you when you are reviewing. Once you do a review with on a date that you plan, I call it date with destiny, on the date that you have already planned. And then what you want to do is assess your win. What really helped you this week? What didn't go well? What really happened to throw you off your curveball? So as long as you're reviewing and you're finding ways to make sure that you reschedule your time, you reschedule your task, you do everything, it's very easy to begin. Before you know it, you're already taking things off your list without even you realizing. Gradually you begin to see that, wow, when I started this year, this is where I was. This is September ending. This is where I am. I'm grateful. You'll be full of gratitude because you can see that things are moving in the right direction. And you'll be able to see that no matter what come your way, you've already outlined things that are going to help you to stay on track. Okay. So finally, what we need to understand is life happens. All right. And in order to succeed, you need to look at what you're doing currently. You need to assess, how can this help you or how can it stop you? What are the things that you can actually improve upon in your daily day-to-day life that is going to help you and empower you and to build momentum to achieve your goals quicker? All right. And you need to plan for those things. Like I said, life happens. All right. So you have to make a plan to overcome those things that have stopped you in times past. This last session, this last part is very, very crucial, because until you know the stumbling block, until you identify the stumbling block, all right, that has been hindering you from fulfilling and meeting up those goals, it will continue to stop you. It's just like someone going out of their door every day, every morning, and there's a particular brick that's just right at the entrance of the door, and they find that every time they step out of the door, they trip on that brick. They leave it there and they keep going. They're coming back home in the evening, they trip on that brick and they go in, they leave it there. Following morning, day in, day out, that brick is on their way and they keep tripping on it. This is how some of us live our life. But what you want to do is just take few minutes to take that brick out of your path, and you're not tripping on it anymore. This is how I want us to approach the goals that we've set for ourselves. Anything that we keep tripping on that is hindering us from fulfilling our goals, from meeting up our targets, from being able to check off our to-do list, this is the time we sit to eliminate those blocks. This is the time we need to remove the hindrance from our path. If slipping into the wheel time of the morning is what you need to do to make sure that you set time, set your alarm to wake up 1 hour, 2 hours earlier to work on your blog post. Do that. If staying up a little bit late when the kids are in bed is what it would take you to record those videos, do that. So you need to look at what blocks, what hindrance, what bricks have been stopping you, and you plan for them so that they no longer become an hindrance to you moving forward. All right. I'm just going to round up here finally because we are 35 minutes into this. Thank you for joining in wherever you are. We did in June a business goal tracker and review workshop. It was really powerful, and I have a workbook. You can see the workbook. I have a workbook. It's still as relevant as it is. The information is still relevant, even though it's called a media business tracker. It's still as relevant as today. What I want you to do, I'm going to put the link in the comment. I want you to download this workbook. It's going to really help you to put things into perspective. There's space for you to write in. There's space for you to outline your big dreams, your big goals, how you're going to get there. It's good for us to dream. Dreaming is a powerful exercise. It's good to envision. It's good to desire. But this is where the action meets with desire. Writing it down, making it plain, running with it, and knowing that you're actually going and forward to achieve something. I'm going to put the link into the comments for you to grab this workbook. Use it. It's going to really help you to succeed in whatever you want to do. So if there's anything that you would like me to talk on next week when we come for another Facebook Live, let me know in the comment. Let's have a chat. Let's have a discussion. And until I see you next time, welcome again to T Angel Business School, where we help to give you the business clarity around your goals and your propositions in order for you to be able to take momentum building action steps for you to grow and to build a profitable and a successful business. Until we see you next time, saying cheers and bye. Thank you. All right. See you next time. Make sure, just before I log off, I just want to say this to you. Do not forget, you are created for a purpose. You are created to achieve bigger things. Do not anybody or anything say to you otherwise. All right. Stay blessed and make sure that you stay strong. Bye for now.